Hello everybody and welcome to Bathmat Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series, well, Dark of the Moon, the Wheeljack. This is Q. And the box even knows it this time. So, yeah, this is Q from Dark of the Moon, aka supposed to be Wheeljack, but then they decided to make him not Wheeljack. But, yeah, I'm not a fan of Q in the movies. I do actually like him as a figure a bit more than I was expecting to. I kind of got this guy because I needed to review him. And, well, I wanted to review him. I don't need to review anything. But, I wanted to review him, and I actually like this guy more than I thought I would. But before we get into him anymore, let's talk about the box. So, here it is. You got 23 steps, you got Q, and you got him in his car mode. I don't remember what it is. Dark of the Moon, Wheeljack, Q. It's about dang time that they learned. Then you got, I guess, the car. I don't know what I'm looking at there. I think it's the side of his arm, but that looks weird. Then you got the back. You got Q right there going like blah, blah. I don't remember what the context was, but I think it was something about weapons. And then, yeah, he made cool gear. And Mercedes-Benz. And does it actually say the exact car? Yeah. And Mercedes-Benz and... what? Mercedes-Benz and the Mercedes-Benz are intellectual properties of Mercedes-Benz. Shocking. But yeah, I guess this is an official looking Mercedes-Benz figure, which means, well, surprisingly, the transformation isn't horrible, and while he does have quite a bit of kibble, it overall is not as bad as some. And then there's the bottom, there's the side, there's his weapons. He has a weird looking gun and then weird looking stick. I genuinely have no idea what this is. The stick thing, I don't remember him using anything like that in the movie. In fact, pretty much the only thing I can remember him doing in the movie is giving Sam some weapons and then surrendering and getting murked. Anyway, back to the figure. So, here he is, and yeah, that is not a good looking face, but it is an accurate face. So that's good. And moving on down to the chest, I like how he has a whole bunch of different random doodads, gizmos, and whatchamacallits on him. But yeah, and you got the back, you got basically the entire car on the back. And then you got this thingy, which I mean, I guess you can have him hold it like this, but that looks horrible. You can have him hold it like this, but that looks horrible. You can take the gun and stick it on there, but that looks horrible. Like, I don't know what to do with this. So I just kind of keep it on the back, like that. I don't like it. But yeah. Now, let's talk about articulation, because it's alright, I guess. I don't know. It's common, like, as you can probably guess, due to the wheels being like this, it's kind of limited in the arms, but also it can make up for it in some different ways. So, head on a ball joint. Very stiff ball joint. So, up and down, side to side. Arms, you got out that far. You can, technically speaking, you should be able to do a full 360 because it's on a ball joint, but you really can't. You can pretty much just get it about that far forward and then that far back. You have a bicep swivel. You have a ball joint here and a hinge here, so you can do a full bend, but then he has weird gorilla arms, or you can just do about 90 degrees and then bring his arm in. So, yeah. Then you have a... do you have a waist joint? I'm genuinely not sure. I cannot tell. I don't see why he couldn't. I don't think he has a transformation bit there, but yeah, I don't think he has a waist joint. But you do have these flaps of his lab coat type thingy. And you got forward this far, back that far, out that far. You have a thigh swivel. You have, if you move this out of the way, you have 90 degrees of bend. But with this down, I'm actually not sure if you're supposed to leave this down or not, because I feel like this looks better, but then you can't really do anything, and like you can't bend it. But I mean, I guess you can just move it out of the way, and that actually fits really snugly together. I would almost guess that that's how, like, that would be part of the transformation. Just it's locking like that, but it's not. But then you have at the foot, you have up and down, I guess, a little bit. And do you have a pivot? Not really, but you can rotate this entire thingy to give you a weird pivot if you want to. So overall, not that good articulation. But it's cute. Like, it's kind of hard to say. Like, it's kind of hard to imagine him doing, like, a complex kick. Like, again, I don't even remember seeing him fire his gun. I remember him getting shot with a gun after saying, "We surrender." And yeah, you know, his death was a little bit too bad. He didn't deserve it, but still. Anyway, let's get to size comparisons. So, here he is with my previous review, Jolt. And yes, I decided to do blue cars today. Why? Because I decided to do blue cars today. Yep. And you know, they actually look pretty good together. They're both really weird looking designs, but they work together. I don't know. Then, here he is with Optimus Prime. And here he is with Batman. And now let's get to transformation, because I like this transformation. It's pretty fun. So, remove the weapons. And I don't even know if this is a gun. It doesn't look like a gun, but it also looks like a gun, I guess, enough. Then you got this, and you can, like, combine it together, and I don't like his weapons. They're weird. Anyway, let's talk about transformation. So, first, lift up these wheel bits, not wing bits, then lift out all of this, and extend the backpack, flip up the windshield, and just kind of leave all this like that for now. And then go down to the feet, where you will flip the trunk back, rotate it sideways, which is way too tight for some reason. Then unpeg this, fold that in, fold in the foot, and finish rotating that around, and bring the trunk down. Same thing on this side, just rotate, boop-a-doop, fold all that in, close, close, and then peg all that together. Then take the arms, rotate back like this, then you rotate this like that, then bend and extend it down like so, and just lock all that in like that. Then extend all of this, just kind of line that up, bring the front down, adjust these hinges here to get everything roughly lined up like that, then just peg the back in, well, peg these flaps into the back, and just, which is a little bit weird, and it doesn't feel like an exact science, but you can, there are these tabs right there that'll go in there, and if you just give it a little bit, you can figure it out pretty simply, and just make sure everything's lined up. And then you bring these down, and those tab in like so. And yeah, it's a good looking car. I mean, yeah, proper Mercedes-Benz. So I would assume it looks good. And then there's the bottom, which, apart from visible head, chest, and legs syndrome, you basically can't see anything. But yeah, it's not exactly the most well-disguised vehicle, but oh well. And then you can just have all this there, have that like so. And yeah, overall, I don't know how to feel about this guy. Because he's not perfect by any means, but also, that also really fits Q. like, yeah, he doesn't have the best posability. He's like an old man scientist. Of course he's not going to have the best posability. Yeah, he has weird weapons that you can't really tell what they are. Yeah, he's a mad scientist inventor. So, I don't know. I like this guy, even though that he has a lot of flaws. And would I recommend him? Hey, if you want a Q figure, which I did, he's definitely easier to get than the original. That's for dang sure. So, yeah, for at least that reason, get him. But if you don't want to, I'm not gonna stop you. It's Q. But yeah, so that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Bye!